I do not play that calling black men sassy or gay. I don't do that. Like, I don't agree with it. It is disgusting. It like Mont said, it's low intelligence.
So let me get this right. Let me get this right. Because you're not a gay man, correct? Correct?
Who?
You're not
You
you're
said
not a
me?
man nor a gay man, correct? Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm a gay woman.
Right. So but you're not a gay man. You're not a gay man. And so for you to make that statement, right? For you to make that statement that a majority or a large number of these men are DL gay men, how would you even know if because they're not hitting on you by any structure, they're not hitting on you because they like ass, correct? So so when we say numbers,
how would I know?
yes.
How would I know? Because we're out here. We see it. We can see how they're living. We can see that. We know the guys are the
sweetheart,
guys,
hold on
the guys.
one second. Because we gotta land a plane for a second. And I'll bring her back. A DL man is a man that hides the fact, right, that he likes ass. That's what a down low man is. This is a man that is extremely good at playing straight. Like she said, this is probably a man that's married. This is probably a man with children. He probably has a macho job like a fireman. Like this man has went his whole life trying to convince the world that he is not into ass. So you can't even spot a DL man because this is going to be a man that goes out of his way to be extremely straight. Like the DL man tricks you because you like, ain't no way, big ass Brian from up the block. Ain't no way. He got a wife, he got a kids, he can fight, he kill. Brian's no way he's gay, right? But now we got to get
some wives are accepting it, knowing that they're.
Listen, hold on, sweetheart, so hold up. But 1 second. This is my show. We can sing together. We can't talk together. 1 second. There are 48. Hold on 1 second. Hold up. There are 48 million African American men in the United States of America. Let me give you this number one more time, y'all. There are 48 million African American men in the United States of America. And you two black, beautiful women are going to sit in front of a black man and say that 80%?
70.
Yes? 70. All right, you know what? I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go because you know what? Maybe y'all have the gaydar. I don't have it. Maybe y'all know more than what I know. 80 is a very, very, very large number. And I think that narrative being pushed by black women is very disheartening. And I think that it grinds my gears that our women of color that deal with straight men, right? I feel like women go out of their way to make everything that a black man does that they don't agree with to be some form of homosexuality. And I think that we are really doing black men a major disservice. And not you ladies, but it's starting to seem as if black women hate black men. How do y'all feel about that?
No, I don't think that black women hate black men. I think a lot of black women hate themselves because black men are the ones that take care of themselves way better than a black woman. Black women, they do have to step their game up because it seems as though men are the ones that look good, they're groomed, they're dressed. Women, they get comfortable and they don't care. So again, I don't think that black women hate black men. I think it's just the way that they get called to the round table because black men are the ones that when they come out, they're looking good. And black women have slacked up on how they even carry themselves. So they really don't like themselves much if they let a black man outdo them in everything.
Is it my
Go
turn?
ahead. Yes, please, go ahead.
Respectfully, I disagree with you, and I'm old and I can't see because I can't see your name. But I don't know in what town have I ever seen Black men showing up better than the Black women. So I don't agree with that. I love me some Black men. Have never crossed the line. Love Black men. I think that a lot of Black women are sick of these niggas. I think that they're sick of building a man. I think they're sick of a lot of things that Black men have put them through. I don't want Black women to give up on our Black men, though. I really don't, because there's so many amazing Black men. And the 30% that are still straight, they are so amazing. Yeah. And I love Black men, and I'm cheering for Black men to like make a comeback with these ladies, and let's have a happy medium and call a truce, because a lot of these women are just angry from being mistreated.
Well, I think we already know that 80% of your men are not DL or not playing for the other team, nor is a part of that stupidity in any way, shape, or form, right? But it's only people, right? And once again, it's only coming from our sisters, it's only coming from our women who will say that, hey, well, listen, most of your men are this, most of your men are that, most of your men like to mess around with each other, when they can't even justify saying that. They can't even say why they're saying that. They can't even prove that. I mean, of course, it's just a quick Google search. Less than 10% of your people here in America play for that community. When you're talking about men, you can go ahead and cut that down less than half. You could probably say out of that 10%, you could probably say only 4% of men are LGBTQ. But as stated before, this is just your classic rhetoric coming from people who are just bitter and biased towards men. Because you do gotta understand, these are the same women who encourage brothers to be gay, who want to be best friends with gay men. And there's no problem with that, but we find a problem when we love to sit here and call your brothers down low or gay when you're best friends with them, and then it's just almost like y'all use it as a derogatory term because a man doesn't agree with you, or because a man saying, hey man, listen, I don't want my woman looking like this, or I don't want my woman acting like that. I mean, come on, man. We gotta stop with this stuff, bro. We gotta stop with this. We gotta stop allowing women to be on platforms who literally have mindsets like this, because all they do is argue in bad faith. They bring up bad faith arguments, and then they wonder why nobody wants them in certain spaces, because it's like, if this is all that you can do, if this is all that you can do, then why are you even here? It's almost like you're just a waste of space. These are clearly broken women who have bias, right? And it's just like, once again, can you prove this? Can you prove this? And they can't even prove it. So of course, you already know, man, we're going to have to do a reaction to our boy DJ Ham and our boy Truth, because I did not see that. And it's crazy that they're going to be reacting to it. So I already know we got to. But let's continue.
Treated by Black men.
I think it's an intelligence issue. Like those two women just aren't very intelligent. To even say that 80% of Black men are gay is crazy. Now, I think that is much more than we think, who are on a DL. I think it's definitely more than we think. 80% is like mind-boggling that they would even say that at their age. Some people just not good with numbers, like to that degree.
So I want to say something extremely emotional, and then I'll say something logical. That was the stupidest shit I have ever heard of. Y'all know I do not play that calling Black men sassy or gay. I don't do that. Like, I don't agree with it. It is disgusting. It like Mont said, is low intelligence. Those Black men that you think are gay for not liking you, that is a you thing. That is not a them thing. They don't like your ass. Doesn't mean that they don't like all women. Just like the losers in the comments. I don't think that they're gay. I just think that maybe I'm too smart for them. Maybe I'm just not their type of woman. I don't know which one it is, but it's one or the other. But I wouldn't go as far as to call them gay just because they're speaking down on women. That says more about them than it does about me. So I don't have to insult them in that way. That is low intelligence. You have no more words than that. And y'all know I called that shit out a couple of shows ago. Cause baby, let me tell y'all something. Call True gay again. Do it again. Here, call Willie gay again. Cause y'all like saying that about them because y'all don't agree with them.
Niggas
But
on the
I
internet
digress.
been saying that shit all night, and it's
I
crazy.
I I saw it. Big
That,
Boss Bonita. Let me tell you something.
Big Back Bonita can call everybody gay because they don't want to fuck with a big ass. Ain't nobody worried about that dumbass girl. Like, I don't even know why you acknowledge that bitch. She won't even put a
I
super
don't.
chat in.
I
Stop
it
responding to
is
free shit.
yeah. It's just not good. Now let me say this. Let me get back to the actual like conversation. Saying 80% of black men are DL is crazy. There is a single digit percentage of men who are LGBTQ. Single digit percentage. There's a very small double digit percentage of people in general that are a part of that community, but men specifically, there are not that many of them. And that includes DL people. If you knew they were DL, they wouldn't be DL. They would just be bisexual or gay. It's stupid to say that 80% of men like to be touched by other men. No, they just don't like you. They're traumatized. They have arrested development. They're immature. There are a lot of things. They just don't like your ass. They are a lot of things, but 80% of men being DL is illogical. It's improbable. It just doesn't happen. And from a woman who is a lesbian saying that, you're a part of that community. You can literally go to the clubs around the country, and there are just not that, like, there is like a couple of gay clubs in a city to like a plethora of straight ones. That is the percentage. It is not 80%. And you see very few married men there. I've seen some. I've seen a couple of them got wives and girlfriends. However, it's not that many of them. And most of them are out and proud. It's just I don't like when women do that. Don't do that to men because you don't like when they do that to your ass. They call you hyenas, they call you fat, they call you all of these things that you may or may not be. But you don't like it. So why would you do that to them?
They only do it because this is the only place where they can speak to us. In real life, they couldn't reach us. If they saw us in person, we wouldn't acknowledge them. And them hoes only are able to articulate themselves with their fat ass thumbs. Like, it's crazy because this is the only time I know that big bitch not to be eaten when she's typing in the comments.
Look at these comments, guys. So we got our guy True to Me 13 says these conversations are becoming senseless. Yes, man, when we have women constantly jumping up here, man, just saying any and everything just so they can go viral. Yes, it does. I get it. You know, we constantly be seeing a lot of these conversations and then they end up becoming the same conversation. You're like, what's going on here? But then when you look who's behind some of these conversations, you're like, it makes sense. It makes sense because these are the same women that will say, hey, man, listen, you know, y'all always talking about these, y'all always having these conversations, y'all always doing this, y'all always doing that. But then you look at how our women are moving and how certain people are moving who hate this type of content, who hate this type of talk. And then you're just like, okay, well, we still see you constantly perpetuating the same stereotypes, the same idiotic behavior, man, that you swear up and down we shouldn't be talking about, but here we are talking about it because of you, right? Women swear up and down, hey man, listen, red pill is this and red pill is that. It's very predictable. Y'all always talk about the same thing. And then when you look at their behavior, you're like, well, obviously we're still gonna have to talk about it because look at how you act. Look at how a lot of our women are acting in society. Then somebody else says, black women have to justify why nobody wants them long term. So rather than look in the mirror and hold themselves responsible and accountable, they have to to attack black men. Not only is this getting old, but no one is listening to them. We hear them, but we are not listening. Then somebody else says black men versus black women as LGBT. There are far more black women in that group than men. That is a fact. Then somebody else says 25 million black men, 27 million black women in America today. Then somebody else says, first comment, this the one time I can fully agree with Bohemi. Then somebody else says, saying majority 80% of black men are gay is disingenuous and disrespectful. Then somebody else says 48 to 51 million black people are in the United States. 19.5 black men are in the United States. And once again, we already know that majority of the people who are a part of that group, mental illness, they make up women. I mean, come on, bro. Well, women literally make up that group. So we just got to stop with this stuff, man. This is just classic rhetoric. It's classic projection, if you ask me. And this classic projection, these are coming from the same people who will indulge in that type of behavior way faster than a man will. And we do understand that a lot of us, we sit here and a lot of guys cheer that stuff on. Now, we don't know about cheering on two guys kissing, but when you're talking about seeing two women kissing, for a lot of guys are turned on by that for some reason, but they're turned on by that. But I mean, y'all guys, let me know down below, man. What do y'all guys think? Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, let me comment, subscribe to the channel. Till the next one.